Hey, I'm Will Cordett, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Blue. Can we fact check that? What are key topics and subjects covered in the MCAT? I would say like the highest yield, or the things that will show up the most, are things like glycolysis, acid-base chemistry, applications of force. These are a couple of different science concepts that are ubiquitous. You're going to see them in biochem. You're going to see them in chem phys. You might even see them in psych soc. So be prepared for those. Have you ever played Operation and actually learned something? No, absolutely not. I learned how to have like a panic attack, almost losing when I was like 10. And then I never played since then. So that's an easy one. If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why? Maybe like Jay Leno, just to drive all of his cool cars. I think that would be awesome. What are the differences between the various MCAT prep resources available? I would say kind of like the level of handholding. How much do you think you need to be coached through your process? If you need a lot of that experience and you want to really feel supported at every step, you would probably want a resource that's going to be more hands-on. Someone who's checking in on you every day, someone who is giving you a class every day. Do you have a favorite medical drama, or do you just watch them to laugh at all the inaccuracies? My fiance made me watch like the first 3 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, and honestly, I have to be real, I really enjoy the relationship arcs and stuff. I'm kind of into trashy TV, so I don't just watch them to laugh at the inaccuracies, although there are a lot of them. What role do study groups or partners play in preparing for the MCAT? I would say that study groups and partners are best at keeping you accountable. If you have to meet someone at the library in order to study for 2 hours, there's a lot more pressure to not blow that off than if you're just telling yourself, I'm going to roll out of bed at 4 p.m. and go take a practice test, because you're probably not. What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie? Probably It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Really, really lowbrow humor, but I love that show. Do you think telemedicine will become more prominent in the future, and how do you feel about it? I think some specialties like psychiatry belong in telemedicine. You know, a lot of people feel nervous or anxious about going to see their psychiatrist and, writing prescriptions and making sure that you go pick that up. That can all be done remotely. However, surgery, obviously not telemedicine. So I think it'll be necessary in some specialties and not in others. Do you have a hidden talent? What is it? I can do like one of those martial arts, like think like Jackie Chan kip ups, go from your back to your feet and look really cool. I can do that.